into Free Will Defence, then Lady Jones and Hazel Baby late, but Extra 2 went for home, 50 metres to go, draws away, and Extra 2's going to be too good. Second ahead, Bobber Hazel Baby. And Frigid on the outside, the grey, and Glam Dam from nowhere. Frigid took the front from Glam Dam and the grey Frigid. Frigid's won it from Glam Dam. Great guns though, 100 metres to go. He's our Bonneval and Pacific Ruby are lifting in the middle in the shadows. Pacific Ruby wins. Pacific Ruby from He's Our Bonneval.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody, for Flemington. Back to headquarters this weekend. Looking forward to this card. A lot of horses on this card that are hard to beat. Particularly a few that I have been through with them their last couple of runs. And hoping to bounce back off a disappointing performance today at Sandown, only having the one winner in River Plate. But I'm confident I can bounce back because I'm in really good form on Saturdays and pretty weak form on the Wednesdays. But let's see if we can bounce back and get a few winners here. And let's get into the preview and find them.
Flemington race number 1 is over the 1,000 metres. It's a benchmark 78 handicap, and I am with Zion here for Blake Shin and Nick Ryan with the 55.5 with the good draw barrier number 2. Comes out of a really good form race behind Senegal and Yulong Storm. Yulong Storm came out last Sunday to win the gold Topaz at Bonneval. So, no, Swan Hill, sorry. And I think it's going to, that form already frank. Key gear change being the blinkers going on for the first time. Blake Shin on lightweight, pretty keen on Zion to win. Direct first up, can run a hell of a race here with the big weight. Really good horse, just keen to see how he goes down the straight. Rattle and Bang I thought was over the odds at $11 first up with the 57 for Lachlan Overall and Dean Bernays and Propice. Can run well, but hard to see it running top 3. But Zion race 1, Flemington, 25 the win. Race number 2 at Flemington is a 2-year-old handicap over the 14-20 metres, and it looks a one-horse race. Here's Steparty on top, really keen on this horse. 2 from 2 this campaign. Got the debut win out of the way, bolting in. And then went to Flemington and bolted in again up to the 1400 metres. The trainer says it won't be an issue. Dean Laborde, who rode it at Flemington and also rode it on. Also, John Allen rode it on debut. But I really think up to the 1400 metres, early money support. Now already the even money favourite. I'm really keen to see how this horse goes, and we'll be posting another win here. The Spirit of Zero I thought was way over the odds at $34, considering he ran in the sires at group level and already is a listed winner back in New Zealand. I think can run really well. Sunsource up to the 1400 metres can only improve, and Dolphin skin ran second to Steparty last start, though has to find a couple of lengths on the horse. But Steparty race 2, Flemington, 50 the win. Race number 3 at Flemington is a 3-year-old and up quality over the 2,540 metres, and I've got Shaiyar on top, quite clearly on top. Man, he's going to be an exciting prospect in the spring, and I think he'll stamp himself as a really progressive stayer here, because I think he's going to win. Last start proved that he's a good horse. Only won the race narrowly, but won it with intent and quality, winning the 84 last start. Supreme early money for him. He's been 460 in about 330 already, so I'm really keen to see how he goes. And the further distance up to the 2,500 metres is no issue, because he's looking for this distance now, and he's won over 2,900 and 2,800 over in France, so no issue with this whatsoever. Teewaters for second. I thought Teewaters was over the odds, considering he ran really well behind Shaiyar last start. I think TFLO Star last start. No, Shaiyar. I got it right the first time. Ran well behind Shaiyar last start. Can run well. Hopeful. Blake Shin decides to ride him over Shaiyar. Don't know why. Shaiyar's the better horse, and he'll prove that here. And Sky Horse backs up after the couple of days for Michelle Payne. Can run well. But Shaiyar race 3 Flemington, 40 the win. Race number 4 at Flemington is a quality handicap over the 1,100 metres, and I'm with Sigh. Really keen on this horse. Was a big win. Dominant win first up. Ran away from them over the 1,100 metres first up. comes up slightly in grade, but drops significantly in weight down to the 54 kilos from the 60 it carried last start. And I'm really keen on this horse. I think it'll just win this because it did bolt in by by about a length last start. So, like I said, I think it'll be winning here. From Pioneer River, I thought was the only danger to Sigh. Loves the straight, lightweight. Linda Meach goes forward, second up, really good record. Just a query on the soft track for mine, but I think can still run well. General Beau, probably the classiest horse in the race, but does pay for that with the weight, and it's been a long time since we've seen its best. And Bright Diamond, first up for the Bob Peters team in Victoria, down the straight, can run well. Interested to see how it goes. But Sigh race 4 on top, 50 the win. Race number 5 at Flemington is a benchmark 90 handicap for the Fleecy Mares of the 14-20 metres, and I'm with Party for One on top again. Did the right thing by us last start and winning. I think can go one. Can do it again here for Blake Shin. Drew Barry number 12 last start. Drew draws 13 here. Carried 60 kilos last start. Carries 59.5 here. And Blake Shin rode it last start. And he rides it again here. So I'm expecting a rinse, repeat, last start. Goes forward and is very, very hard to beat here. From She's Pretty Rich. You're in a really good race behind Party for One last start. Running well. Now drops to the 51 kilos. Can run well again with barrier number 6 at 9.50. Sione, your likely leader in the race, or will sit just behind them. But Billy Egan and Patrick Payne and Good and Proper. Over the odds at $15, I think can run well. Don't think it'll beat Party for One, but can definitely fill out the first 3 spot. But Party for One, race 5 Flemington, 20 the win. Race 6 at Flemington, and it is a quality over the 1420, and King Magnus on top, winning its past 2 starts, was very impressive, and I was on both starts, and I was very happy that it won. And it's not very often you get a each way price about a good horse that's won its past 2 dominantly, and you're getting $5 about him on Saturday, and I really think that's a really good price, considering I think he's going to win again, and he's just clearly cut the one to beat here. Frankie Pino for second, ran well last start. Has a few lengths to find on Frankie Pino. That does have the lightweight for Matty Lloyd and Barry number 7 to do so for the McAvoys. Bullfinch, blinkers go on, but I don't think it can turn around its form, but is only second up for Zach Spain with the lightweight and Barry number 1. And Crosshaven, the old boy, will run well again, but King Magnus, race 6 Flemington, the flying form, is going to continue here with another win. 35 the win. Race 7 of Flemington is a benchmark 90 handicap over the 16-20 metres, and I've got Brayden Star on top, and I'm really keen on this horse. Blake Shin in the settle for Trent Buston and Natalie Young. Drawn barrier number 2 should just settle right behind the pace here. Great chance. Stormed home like a train last start. Dominant win prior, and I'm really keen to see how this horse goes here. Third up, dominant win last start, and I think he can win dominantly again here. $3 is a good price, considering he's got a good jock and a lightweight. Jimmy the Bear, ever so consistent, ran a screamer last start. That has the big weight here, that does have the good draw. French Emperor was gallant last start, running second to a Brayden Star, and can run well here at each way, $5 quote. And the Summit, first up, might need the run, but I think can run a hell of a race at $10, and it is over the odds of that price. But Brayden Star, race 7, Flemington, 25 to win. Race number 8 at Flemington is a 3-year-old quality over the 2,000 metres, and I am with Art Zeno for Billy Pinn, claiming the 2 kilos, bringing the weight down to the 54 with the training on Michael Price McKent Jr. Really think this horse is harder to beat, despite the barrier, only having the 5 runs for the 3 placings, and I'm pretty confident this horse can score here, and I think is a great chance, because, like I said, lightweight, stakes pre-formed horse, and was first up run was at Sandown behind Elkington Road and Euphoric, who is in this race, but I think can run better than that horse, considering that horse had a couple of runs on him, and he was only first up. So Art Zeno on top from Euphoric, who is a great chance here, and I think is the only danger to Art Zeno to run really well. 5 starts for the 3 wins for Greg Ewell and Zach Spain can run well. Sir Juggernaut and Distrust for the Water, I thought they were both over the odds. Big win by Sir Juggernaut last start, and Distrust for the Water second up of the Derby can run well. But Art Zeno on top, 15 the win, race 8 Flemington. Race number 9 at Flemington is a 3-year-old handicap over the 1100 metres to end the day. Goldolphin will win this race. Just a matter of which horse, but I'm pretty keen it's going to be Legio 10 here. 2 starts, 2 wins this campaign as a gelding. Last start coming through the inside of them for a dominant win at Flemington down the straight. Take the straight back track box and prove that he can go through them. And I think drawn where he is, he'll either run up into them again or he'll be slicing through them. But either way, I think it'll result in a win. Celine Gaudry brings the weight down to the 58 and did ride this horse an absolute treat last start. Kin for second, only has the 1 win, but does have Blake Shin in the saddle, but does have the wide draw that will have momentum coming down the outside. Who Dares, the other one in the race that only has the 1 win, but has been really consistent this campaign, has Barrier 11, right part of the straight, and does have Billy Pin in the saddle, and Big Watch, I thought at $12 could run more, but Legio 10, race 9, Flemington, will win 30 the win. Thank you everyone for watching my preview for Flemington this weekend. Can't wait for this card. A couple of really nice horses going around here. Really keen on a couple, as you can see via the strategies. And I'm just really looking forward to this card to hopefully get a couple of more winners than I have been getting. And I'll see you next weekend for the first meeting back at Caulfield for a long time.